bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The results are in from the 2016 All-Abaco Junkanoo Senior Parade held on Saturday. The defending champs, the Murphytown Superstars, retained their title as champions for a second year. From Green Turtle Key, the Little Island Slammers claimed second place. Though small in number and size, the Spring City Youth took third place, and with penalty points totaling some 1,250 points, the Spring City Rockers finished in fourth position. In other news, the Scouts Association celebrating an important milestone on Grand Bahama. Megan Shepard has the story.
The Scouts Association on Grand Bahama celebrating their 100th anniversary with a special church service this past Sunday. Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama Peter Turnquest says that in today's society, bullying, fighting, and murder have become too commonplace. He says that organizations such as Scouts and the Girls Brigade are key in guiding and offering mentorship to the young people and showing them that there are alternatives in life.
If our boys are placed in programs which positively feed their curiosity, which build character, we all would be benefactors of a better Bahamas. Scouting teaches perseverance, which for me is one of the most important qualities a boy needs to become a real man.
Turnquest adding that he was also a part of the Scouts Association growing up and that there are many benefits of being a part of the organization.
To each of you young men here today, I encourage you to always be true to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say you're going to be there for a friend, be there. Your word must be your bond. A real man speaks the truth and is unafraid, as they say, to man up.
Officer in charge of community policing, ASP Henry Roll, noting that the police department has been working along with the Scouts for some time and says they will continue to do so in the future. ASP Roll encouraging the Scouts to continue to stay on the straight and narrow and heed the advice of adults.
We see too many young men who are misguided. The result of being involved in deviant behavior resulting in criminal activities. I'm encouraged what I see Mr. Dane is doing, and I want to admonish all you Scouts to follow his lead.
Scouts were also awarded for completing training courses during the 2015 year, and new Scouts were officially welcomed into the association. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
St. Michael's Catholic Church in West End continues to provide a hot meal for the children of the West End community on a daily basis. Operators estimate that about 100 children benefit from this service every day. The church depends heavily on corporate Grand Bahama to keep the feeding program going. And once again, this year, Control Chemicals has answered the call. Owner Eddie Wan says the economy is not at its best, but the company felt obligated to give back.
So we've got another few months worth of supplies for them, and when they run out again, we'll be there again to do it for them. My family and I my father, my grandfather have always been bigger charity people than I can imagine, and it feels really nice to be able to follow in their footsteps. And my father, being the principal of Control Chemicals, says, let's go and do it. So we go out and we do it.
Volunteer with the Soup Kitchen, Patrick Ferguson says he is elated to receive such support.
They've been supportive of the program for many years now, and we do thank them for their generosity. They've been, you can call on them and there's never a turn down, so that is very encouraging. And if the other citizens can pick up on this and just continue to carry this through, we will have a better community, a better island, and a better nation.
The 2016 hurricane season is weeks away, and some residents of the southern Bahamas are still in recovery mode. Those islands were adversely impacted by Hurricane Joaquin in October of last year, and rebuilding efforts are continuing. Leaders from the Bahamas Cooperative Baptist Fellowship are coming to the aid of a church that was impacted in Salina Point, Acklands. Officials from the fellowship traveled to Grand Bahama to present a check to the pastor of that congregation and NEMA during a press conference held at Mary Ann's restaurant. National coordinator for the fellowship, Bishop John McIntosh.
In late October, after the hurricane devastated Acklands, that CBF, CBF Florida and CBF Bahamas had pledged to adopt Salina Point as far as the hurricane restorations were concerned, with the help of NEMA. And so today we've come to make that presentation to Pastor Forbes, who is our representative in Salina Point, Acklands.
Regional Miami Coordinator Ray Johnson says the effort was a labor of love to help their brothers and sisters in the Bahamas. Accepting the check in the amount of $9,000 was pastor of the New Ebenezer International Ministry in Acklands, Reverend Rufus Forbes.
And Hurricane Joaquin sat over Acklands Island for 36 hours or so. Back in October, my brothers and sisters in the Florida Baptist Fellowship, the 40 churches that we have in the state of Florida, began immediately praying for the effort. And then as soon as we made contact with Pastor Forbes and the people of Salina Point, we began to discover and discern the things that needed to be done.
We are grateful and blessed to the CBF for rendering to us the assistance we needed to restore the church that was damaged, even in the last hurricane and this one. But we thank God that no life was lost. And we thank God for that. Although we had some damage to the structure and our system was damaged, but we give God thanks for everything.
It's time now to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. Continuing the discussion on diabetes, the key to success is in actually preventing prediabetes and type 2 diabetes to begin with. Prediabetes is a term given to persons who have blood sugar levels between diabetes and normal range. Identifying risk means asking yourself the following key questions. Am I aged 45 years or older? Am I overweight? Do I have high blood pressure or cholesterol? Do I have a family history of diabetes? Am I Black, Hispanic, or African American, Indian, or Asian descent? Do I have a history of diabetes occurring during pregnancy? Or did I deliver a baby weighing more than 9 pounds? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you should be screened. You should also reduce your risk of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes by implementing the following. Look for opportunities to move more during the day. Exercise 30 minutes at least 5 times per week. Eat a healthy meal plan, including grains, cereals, fresh fruit and vegetables, low-fat dairy products, and lean meat. Reduce fat intake and your food portions, and maintain an ideal body weight, especially around your waist. I'm Dr. Mooney Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Ricardo Liborn.